Tuesday. Is that you? Are we blinking? Are we blinking here? We are blinking. Alright, so we're on. How are you? I don't know if you can see me or not. Can you see me? I need this light. Sorry, I'm not shaving. It's been a rough week at work. We're going to talk about double T's in British English, right? Let's see. It's about 2:30 in the morning Eastern Time. 2:45. Double T's. What do I mean by that? Double T's. In the English, in British English, there are the double T's, like little, the word little, battle, rattle, okay, those kinds of words with a double T. And this is one of those ones that you need to nail. You gotta nail it if you're going to try to cop the British accent, okay? Pretty much anywhere in England this applies. Beware of the people from the Isle of Wight, okay? The Isle of Wight. If you've ever seen that show, Man vs. Wild on Discovery Channel, I think it is. It might be History Channel, I'm not sure. Discovery Channel. His name is Bear Grylls. He's from the Isle of Wight, okay? He speaks, he's like, I'm Bear Grylls, you know, and it's the Isle of Wight, you know, he's really just overdone accent. That's how they speak there, because the Isle of Wight used to be the first penal colony for England when they started making so many laws in an attempt to steal land back before Australia. And by the time they found Australia, they were like, alright, you stole a penny from that guy and gave it to that poor kid. We're going to steal your house and all your property and send you out to Australia, because that's their means of getting property back. They make so many laws. You kind of see that going on here today. It's something to be aware of. But that's like the, you know, like the, oh, let's go. You know, that's the Isle of Wight. And a lot of people move back to London, so, you know, it kind of comes back. Just avoid London. Now, double T's, though, they apply pretty much throughout the country, throughout the island. We say words like battle. We say it like paddle, like up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. It's like a double D almost. Double D, baby. Rattlesnake. We say it kind of with that soft T, almost a D sound. But the trick is when you get these words and you have to roll right over them. So this is one that you have to nail, so you have to practice it. Just walk around the house and say it all day long. Whenever you see it, just say it over and over and over again. And what you do is, you do the same thing as like we did with the no, the word no. It's no I, and then it's no I, and then you just soften it down and add the H at the end. No I, no I, no I am not going to do that. Okay? So, but the trick with the distinguishing thing that I want to talk about is your regular double T's and then a word like little. Okay? Little is a little bit different. And now I find myself doing it almost naturally in American English. But whenever you see the double T, you want to do, instead of saying battle, you want to say battle. Okay? Sounds more English. It's a battleship. You know? So, it's a battleship. You sunk my battleship. Battle. Battle. And it's all right here with the front part of your tongue. Not the tip, but like just back from there. And you gotta put it not against your teeth. If these are your teeth, your front top teeth, and this is your tongue, you want not your tip of your tongue up against like your teeth, but you want just back here ahead of the center, you know, the big part of your tongue in the center. You want that to kind of sit on that bridge of your gums that are back behind your teeth, and that's how you want to just practice it. Just do that. It's very similar. Can you roll your R's like in Spanish? It's kind of the same thing. I can't do it, but it's similar. But you want to say battle. I don't know if you can see it, but basically, that part of your tongue sits right up there against that part of your gums behind your teeth. Battle. And when you do that, at the very end, you'll find the air wants to go up the side of your tongue at the top of your mouth, and that's the trick. Battle. Battle. And that's how you get that H in there, okay? So double T's. Battleship. Now, battleship is a little bit harder because you have to switch to the SH sound right there. It's battleship. Battleship. Okay? So you just gotta practice it. Just practice. Battle first. Battle. We say battle, they say battle. Right? Battle. It's a rattlesnake. Rattlesnake. Snake is a little bit easier because your tongue, when you say snake, is already kind of up there. But when you say ship, it falls down. So, battleship. An easy one to do is cruiser. Like a heavy battle cruiser. And while we're on it, cruiser is, also like bruiser. The way they say it is cruiser. Cruiser. But then you gotta put a little kind of almost like a country or southern lilt, like a down lilt, and add the R at the end. So cruiser. It's a heavy battle cruiser. Okay? Let's see. Helm. Set course. Like whatever. It's like Starship Enterprise. Freaking Star Trek. The captain's like, the helm will be like, so what do you want to do? It's like, oh my god, Meg, that's a fucking bloody heavy battle cruiser. Warp 6, get us out of here. It's just gotta roll. It's just, you gotta practice it, it's gotta roll. Okay? Battle cruiser. Battle cruiser. And then you can play with where the actual stress is around that double T. Like heavy battle cruiser or heavy battle cruiser. Like right down here in Wilmington, North Carolina, is the USS North Carolina BB-55, and that is essentially, they call it a fast battleship, but effectively in terms of like other designations, it would be considered a heavy battle cruiser. Okay, it's a battleship. It's got all the armament of a battleship, but it's got the armor of a cruiser, like a heavy cruiser. Okay, so it's a heavy battle cruiser. That's not what they call it, a fast battleship, because it was faster in the water. Didn't need as much armor, so it could just cruise faster, and it was harder for the guns to target it, so it never really got hit as much. But when it got hit, well, then it was all fucked up, mate. That's just what happens. So that's it, double T. Now, when you get to little, the word little, we say little, like paddle, piddle. Little is a little bit slightly different. Little. But you gotta say that. You almost give it a little harder T. Little. Do the same thing with your tongue and the top part of your gum, top part of your mouth, and the gums behind your front teeth. When you do the, hey, looking good, touch, that sound? It's the same thing, but the air goes out instead of in the sides, over your tongue. Okay? A lot of people do it on just one side. You do it on both sides. Depending on how you want to phrase it, you can do it more on one side of your mouth. Hey, like, what was his name? Telly Savalas. Hey, jokes, looking good. It's like the Burger King guy. Little is not so much of a, it's battle. It's not little, it's little. So you add the first T. Alright, and this is something Maxine does. Alright, she says little. The two T's are closer, like they are in battle. They're closer. They're in battle, battle. It's battle. And then there's little. We say little, little. But you want to say little, little, little. And you want just a little bit of air to go out the sides when your tongue is up there. Like this. Resting against that gum right there. Just back. Tip away from your teeth. Little. That's why I had the light on and did the camera. Alright, so little. Helm, back us off a little. See, I screwed it up. Helm, back us off a little. Shields up, back us off a little. A little more. A little more. A little more. And you hear that little more. Air's going out though, instead of going in. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope so. I'm gonna get this over to you right now. I'm probably gonna put it on YouTube and then send it to your email. Okay? So I hope so that's it.